we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
Back again, fellas. This is Coach KK, Volume 16, Part 5. We are on a roll. Today, we're going to slow this thing down a little bit. We're going to shy away from 4-minute offense and just laser focus on some small detail. Here are the audibles. And also today, our main topic is RPO. RPO zone peak, RPO sweep peak, and RPO read bubble. All right. These things go hand in hand with one another. They're different combinations. Look at this. This is one of my best moments thus far. Nice little slant right across the middle, across his face. Didn't have to do nothing hard. We just saw an opening. You know, this is all about space nowadays. The Philadelphia Eagles play just like this in real life all year long. Go back and look at their games on YouTube. All Brown do is slants. That's all he do until he just lure you off to sleep and he hit you with a sluggo. Later on, I'm going to hit him, you know, if this was real life, I would hit him with this slant and hit him with a sluggo. Because that's all he do is slants. and they do it. They know when the space and opportunity presents itself, it's time to hit the kill switch. And that's what they thrive off right here. It's all RPO based, whether they're going to hand it off with a guard or two pulling, or whether they're going to hit the two-step slant. See, this is just a two-step slant. It's a football move. You should, when you do these RPOs, you should already have your answer by the time they do a football move. And that's just a two-step slant. That's the same amount of time the running back is coming across to get the handoff. All right. So today we're going to dive deep into some intricate details. See him scooting that guy over? He just slid his linebacker over there. So right here, I have a two-way go. I'm reading the cornerback in that slot. I'm calling the bubble. I want to know if like I say, it's a football move, right? So by the time triangle goes into that loop or he's swinging around, I should already have a decision on what I'm doing. And that's based off if the corner is coming in or not, or if he's going to stay home. This time he stayed home, so I had to hand the ball off and run. Then he goes scooting that guy over again on the left side. I have real estate. I mean, I like my chances to seal off the edge on that left side running the ball. See, last time I had one guy pulling, which is a power concept. This time I have two guys pulling. So it's going to be an extra layer of protection. There you go. Boom. Those small things matter. A lot of people don't do those type of plays because they take too long. They don't understand that you got to run with patience. Here we go again. So on my right side, I think I'm sealed on the outside. I think I'm sealed out there pretty good. If you got the confidence and they're sealed, go for it. Look at that. And since the beginning of time, man, ever since we first started playing this thing, we 20 years deep in the game now. You should have user skills to make the first man miss. Or in most instances, when you're on defense, you should have the skill to make the tackle in open field. Watch this. Got him. That was two guys right there, made the first and second man miss. So yeah, that's one thing I like about that play. You get to have all that real estate to yourself. That's why I always do it to the field side. Here we go. As you can see, I'm trying to close this game out. I'm up by one possession. He need the ball back desperately, and he's trying to follow me. See where he is? He's on the linebacker. I threw this ball right past his face. Space, windows, gaps, lane, opportunity, right? So I went off and got the touchdown. He ended up scoring too. I got the ball back. I got to score again. Here we go again. Another round. What do you think he at? Look at that. Caught off guard again. Look, he tried to ambush the run, and he got pancaked. He's on the ground. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the space, windows, gap, and opportunity. I'm not trying to hit a home run. I just need a little something, right? So he's pancaked on the ground. I'm coming out again. Same formation, same set. Might be a different play, though. What do you think he at? You know good and well he's on the linebacker trying to get him an interception. And I'm going east, he's going west. Look at this. Guys got caught up in the trash with the pulling guards. Made the first man miss once again. This is the pattern that I'm doing. This is pattern recognition. Once you do a play 1,000 times, you're gonna see the same stuff, same type of stuff. Look at the first man miss all the time. That's something I always pay attention to right there. Man, I love that play so much it don't make no sense. It's hard to get away from that play. And this is the spread playbook, guys. You can't find these layers in plays like the way they created these stacks of plays. You can't find this elsewhere. Watch this. He know the sweep coming, so he's on the safety. He gonna pull him down, right? Remember, we got a three-way go, run pass option, right? Pew. Got him. Pew. Right off the line of scrimmage. Pew. Man, 5 yards down the field. Pew. And I know that kind of stuff make you mad right there, especially because he just knew I was coming back to that sweep. All I did was flip the play over. I knew Brown had an advantage on him. I just had to make sure he isn't one of these lurking underneath defenders. And look, off the line of scrimmage, this is 5 yards away. I mean, if this was like, I mean, you can't get no better than that right there. This is the type of stuff right here that'll intimidate your opponent when you really playing a mental game with them and you're popping on all cylinders. Like right here, watch this. See how he backed up? I don't think you guys saw that, but I saw it. Let's go back. So he was in my face, and then he backed up. I'm just waiting on my moment. I'm waiting on you to give me cushion. Give me any type of window in space. That's why we put these plays have to be in your audibles. If it's not in your audibles, you won't have it available to you. It can be in your playbook, but you need it in your audibles. I think audibles is the most important part of playing this thing because it's just any moment where you got an advantage or a mismatch or space windows. And just like that, I turned like a 4 yard pass into 64 yards. Touchdown. All right. So that's how that thing go, man, since the beginning of time. Look at him. He want to play in the back. Nice little move. We always make the first man miss in the open field. I know I showed this clip right here previously, so forgive me for that, guys. This is a volume in itself, so it's okay to show things, back to back and stuff. I mean, I have brand new stuff. Just would have had to go into my archives. Here we go. Just waiting on them to make a move. It's either I'm going to catch you flat-footed or you're going to catch me stalling, right? And it's all about reading and reacting. I do this more times than he have to face it. Does that make sense? And that goes for all of my opponents. Here we go, another game, right? Bubble screen. It don't look like it's man-to-man out there. That don't look like man-to-man. They're backed off. They're out of space, out of sync. Look at that. 7-0. Oh, first man miss, second man miss. Now it's 24-8 later this day. Still doing the same type of stuff, right? It's been a long game for that guy. Like I say, I do these plays more than they have to face it. So I'm in rhythm, It's just I got to read and react accordingly. Look at that. First man miss, as usual. So yeah, these things have to be in your audibles. That's why in the beginning I showed you what my audibles were. And when you look at these plays, these are 3 plays into one. These are 2 plays into one sometimes. You can hand it off, throw the bubble, run it with a QB, or whatever you want to do. You can throw either one of the slants. Look at this. This is beautiful. Got my feet set, up the field. And it's late, and I got my field goal and won that game. Yeah, man. So it's all about recognizing the pattern. Here we go. Same thing. It's always going to be 11 men on his defense. It's always going to be a certain amount of linemen he have or a certain amount of linebackers he have. Look at this. I love this one. Man, look at that blocking. Good God Almighty. Goodness gracious. I mean, here we go. 2-step slant, right? I already recognize that I cannot run the ball. The gaps are closed. Look at his safeties. They have nothing to do with the play. So that's 2 men that's out of the equation. That's what I like to do. It's like one of those things where I do a process of elimination in my head. I just take guys out of the equation, and they don't even count in the play to me. That's another mental tool you can use, right? And then when we get down here, they all weak and coming from behind. Look at this, they got smashed. Them big dogs took them out like security coming in the building, boy. Yeah, boy, this is real, man. So there you have it, guys. This is how I run the bread and butter. This is a machine. This is a force. Gun wing slot week, gun wing flex week. If you're running this scheme right here, there's other playbooks that have it, but there's nothing like this. Nothing can compare to this because it has too many combinations and wrinkles to it. See these concepts right here? You got a slant and bubble. Now I don't do the bubble on the left side because it's the same as the one on the right. The read bubble, at least you have an option to run with the quarterback. So forget alert. But right here, we're just working with the double slant and the bubble, right? Then later on, if he start ambushing and trying to rush the gaps, you can have that pulling guard and still come back with your RPO style of a slant and a bubble, right? If you need more help, you can add an extra layer of protection by having two guards pulling and you using double slants. So I just mix all this stuff up, make everything look the same, and there's another layer. You got a slant with a bubble with the pulling guard. So guys, get in the lab and just go look at this. Take the time to just go study this stuff and just look. Don't do no playing. Just look at the different ways you can hit them. It's just like playing cat and mouse. You know, you wonder why the user is always on the left or always on the right. He's just out of position. You know, it's just like boxing, man. Jab, cross, jab, cross, hook, cross left, hook, cross, jab, cross, left, uppercut, cross, right, uppercut, left, hook. Don't overcomplicate this thing, guys. I'm out, yo.